We're playing some more Trails to Azure today. What did we do last time? We did a bunch of side quests. We sorted out some packages. We pretended to be Mishi. We figured out what was going up with the village and the weird deal that was going on there. We killed a monster. So I think that's everything. I think we've just got to turn those in and then head out to the doll studio. Does it have... Oh, it does have stuff from previous games. All right. So this one was each section with Mishi, we were given an option. You got one bonus DP from each of those, and you got the extra item for getting all of them. This one, I think we got extra DP for every time we got the correct answer when interrogating Minith at the end. Ingenuity Quartz. Yeah, we're gonna keep up the hard work, Fran, by playing you again in Palm Party. Oh, that'll chain well. Sure, yeah, that's gonna chain. Oh, that chained. We're still chaining off that. Sure. That'll chain. That's gonna chain. That's gonna chain. Whoa. I thought we were gonna lose on that. Well, take that, Fran. We're working very hard. Alright, so now we gotta go over to the doll shop. Or I guess as close as we can to it. Oh, so I have to change one. There we go. Oh. Hi, Rock Rat. What is this? Well, it's gone now. Good boy. Zooming past. A moving truck? Okay. Debut performance. Sounds like some kind of like puppeteer automata stuff. Okay, so this is Arkansas. I thought that when he said Ilya.
いつも素晴らしい人形と舞台装置を提供していただいているわけですし、そう 報のミラは受け取っている。わしは忙しいのだ。こう言った。
It's like, see ya.
やっぱり応じてくれないか。せっかくの舞台装置、どのように使われているのか一度見てほしいんだけど。確か特務支援課の。
はい。
アルカンシェルの技師をされている方ですよね。
ええ、舞台装置を担当しているハインツです。珍しい場所でありますね。マイスターにご用ですか？
ええ、ちょっと相談に乗ってもらいたいことがありまして。
そちらは舞台用の装置を受け取りに。
ええ、オートマタの調整と新しい舞台装置の製作をお願いしておりまして、リニューアル公演に合わせた無茶なスケジュールでしたが、なんとか仕上げていただきました。
Do you have more information on like when free BSD changed? Did they have, is there like a pull request or like a readme or some, I don't know, some public posting that they have?
劇団員一同、マイスターには足を向けてられませんよ。
Next thing would be, has someone forked it? And there's a free fork that you can use?
そういや、アルカンシェルのリニューアル舞台の初公演はあさってなんだよな。
ええ、イリアさんをはじめ団員全員がかつてないほど気合が入っていまして、舞台装置担当としても身が引き締まる思いですよ。
そうですか。さぞかしすごい舞台になりそうだね。
おっと、こうしちゃいられない。早く帰ってセットしないと。皆さん、私はこれでまた劇場にいらしてください。
はい、それではどうかお気をつけて。
アルカンシェルの舞台装置ってのはあのじいさんが手掛けたもんなのかよ。
そうみたいですね。ワイヤーアクションと相当高度な技術が使われているとは思いましたが。
とりあえず留守じゃなくて助かった結社の動きについて話をしてもらえるかどうか。
はい。
虎穴にいらず。
I'm sure he won't be pissed that more people are bothering him. Now we're going in.
すみません、クロスベル警察特務支援課の者です。マイスター・ローゼンベルク、いらっしゃいますか？
そう、大声を上げずとも聞こえる。どうやら聞きたいことがあって訪ねてきたい。あまり時間は取れぬが、少しの間であれば話を聞く。
かわいい。ローゼンベルクドール、オートマタのようですが。
その子に案内させるから中に入ってくるがいい。くれぐれも余計な場所に
Challenge accepted.
さすがに喋れはしないみたいだな。
しかしまあ、機械仕掛けとは思えねえぞ。
それで君、ご主人のところまで。
行きましょうか。そうね。待たせても悪いし。
ウロボロス、やっぱりせこしがない相手だな。
Time to explore in places we're not supposed to. It won't let me. I don't like the fact that we're getting like Like, they showed us a bunch of hallways. He didn't come out to meet us. We were shown a preview of what's inside, which means this entire place has at least some form of a map, which probably means we're coming back here at some point.
ひょっとして君らが言ってた巨大人形かい？ああ、レンっていう子が使っていたパテルマテルだ。
ここに保管されていたのね。
しかしまさかこの屋敷の地下にこんな場所があったとは。
何気に動力ネットの端末らしきものもありますし、まさか子猫はここから無線でネットに介入して。
それで何の用だ？
Alright, getting down to business.
その時間を割いていただいて、実はいくつかあなたにお聞きしたいことがありました。
大方カンパネルらがちょっかいをかけたというところか。
じいさん、
勘違いするな。確かにわしは結社の関係者だが、あくまで一介の人形師に過ぎぬ。結社の計画そのものに直接関わっているわけでもない。
それじゃあのカンパネルラという少年が何をしようとしているのか
知らぬし、知る立場にもない。ただ彼は使徒ではなく、実際に結社が進めようとする計画を提案する立場にはない。それを企画立案しているのはあくまで使徒ということになる。
ちょっと待ってください。なんだか話が急すぎて。
重要な内部情報みたいだけど、簡単に喋っちゃってもいいわけ？
別に禁ぜられてはおらぬからな。それにこの程度の情報ならば、教会やギルド、大国の諜報機関ならば
にもかかわらず、あなたはここで人形を作り続けていられる。
そもそも結社の全貌を知る立場にはないからな。例えばオーバーマペットですら、ここ以外の複数の工房の技術からも成り立っている手法だ。言うならば、ここは無数にある巨大な蛇の尻尾のフィールドや教会あたりが簡単に乗り込んでこないんだ。
なるほど。
ただ摘発するよりは必要に応じて情報を引き出す、その方が利用価値があるってか。
そう。それに加えてこの工房にも備えがある。もしお前たちが逮捕令状を取って発見できるのはおそらくガランドの工房だけだろう。そのパテルマテルもなんなら今この場でわしの身柄を拘束してみるか。またとない機会かもしれん。
いえ、確かにあなたからは話を伺うだけの方が良さそうだ。
ちょっと納得はできません
I
けど。
mean, what could we arrest him on?
賢明だな。どうやら具体的にいろいろと聞きたいことがあるようだが、3つに絞るがいい。答えられる内容ならば
I mean, what are your other coding projects?
わかりました。この老人から聞きたいこと。
But 3 things. We have to limit it to 3. Is that? Yeah, okay. He already said he doesn't really know about the grand scheme. I think the most important one for us is this one.
DG 教団か。わしの知る限り直接のつながりがあったことはないようだ。レンがいた連中のロッジを結社が潰した事実はあったが。
それって楽園っていう。
各地の有力者を取り込むための場所だったらしいな。大方結社の息がかかった有力者をターゲットにしたため、レンが生き延びたのは行幸というよりも他にはない。
だからといって結社ってのが
正直 そんな説明だけじゃ納得できそうもないんだ。
ただわしどう判断するかはお前。
Okay, I guess it's just these three. I'm gonna save this Anguis to the end because I feel like this one's gonna give us very little information.
わしも詳細は知らぬ。ただ伝え聞く話によると
It's called Operation Do Bad Guy Evil Stuff.
計画。
減塩計画。意味深な名前だね。
その計画、1年半前のリベールのような異変を。もしそうなら絶対に認められません。
繰り返すがわしも詳細は知らぬ。ただ一つ言えるとしたらリベールほど結社の介入が大規模ではないというくらいだ。そもそも結社は闇の存在。本来あまり表舞台には出てこないな。
なんつうか全然安心できねえんだ。
マッシュの名前だけというのが逆に不安を煽っているような。
アンギス、大いなるマスターの意を受け計画を実現する7人の幹部のことだ。わしも全員について詳しく知っているわけでは。近々このクロスベルを訪れるという人たちならば知らぬでもない。
それは一体どういう人物ですか？
一人は第6中にして結社の技術ネットワークである。結社きっての理論家にして貪欲極まるエンジニア。まあたちの悪い男だとだけ言っておこう。
そんな風に言われましても。どうた
良くも悪くも自分の知的好奇心を満たすことしか考えていない男だ。どのような目的でこの地を訪れるつもりなのかは知らぬが、少なくともクロスベルにとって良い予兆とはとても言えぬだろう。
確かに聞いた限り。
そしてもう一人、鋼の名を冠する第7中がクロスベル入りするという情報が。
鋼？
なんつうかちょっとやばそうな感じだ
謎めいた人だな。
Well, Sam says when you get back, I also have food. I have my fish.
お前たち全員が束になって挑んでもかなわぬほどの達人というくらいか。
俺たち全員でも。へえ、随分自信満々だね。
まあ中国
Is it just me or was Ellie not surprised by this information?
第6中と違い高潔な人物とは言っているが、下手に挑んだりしたら間違いなく返り討ちに遭うだろう。これで3つか。時間を取られた。そろそろお引き取り願おうか。
I also have food, Samus says.
今回はこれで引き
My
上げる。
dog is trying to eat. Hi, Bubby.
また機会があれば話を聞きに来ても構いません。
It's a matcha ice cream, red bean paste fish. Oh, I've bitten the head off it. My dog's trying to eat the tail.
まあ気が向けばな。そもそもお前たちにとって気がかりは我々だけではあるまい。国家独立 とやらを前にして警戒しなくてはならない勢力他にいくらでもあるのではないのか。
それ
まあ確かにな。
そういった勢力の動きも全部知っていそうだよ。
さてな。帰りもその子についていくがいい。あんたりしたら身の安全は。
You're not getting any Bubby. Got kicked out by a doll.
そしてクロスベルを目指す2人の使徒の存在。正直突拍子もなさすぎてどこまでが本当。
リベールの異変を聞くシャレにならない連中が難しかったよ。リベールの時とは違って大規模な仕掛けをしているように感じなかった。巨大な飛行戦艦パテルマテルという巨大人形に持ち出していたらしい。よく知ってるな。一家の機密情報なのに。
そんなことまでポストの間で
どうした
ちょっと清介の方は
遊びが多い。
あのパテルまでにしてもあんな人型兵器必要レベルで作ったら資金でも確かに軍隊や犯罪組織は遊びの部分などは極力ならずに目的のために冷徹に動いている。
They make good points. I will say though, for Pater Mater, compared to like a traditional battleship, it has a lot more maneuverability and versatility, which is good for surprise going in and out.
いかにすごい技術が化け物じみた連中を抱えているか。赤い星座クラスの両兵団やヘイユーなどのシンジケートの方が現実的な脅威。
Whoop. Give me 1 sec, spilled some water. Of course, the dog doesn't want to lap up the water, only the food. Alright, there we go. Hey. Hey. Excuse you. I stand corrected. The dog only wants to eat the wrapper of the food.
そうした勢力が複雑な対立状態を作っている。
I'm trying to think. What does the organization want with Crossbell? Are they trying to use the political instability here as a way to get in somewhere or hide something or create calamity here that masks something they're doing elsewhere?
現実的ではない目的のために動いているということでしょうか。
そうなるとさすがに俺たちにはお手上げになっちまいそうだな。
でも実際に何かしようと企んでいるのは確かみたいですし。
とにかく一度支援課に戻ろう。課長には話しておきたいし、いやギルドにも連絡を取りたい。結社が何をするつもりでも最低限備えることはできるはずだ。
Well, from what he said the guild is already aware of all of this information, as well as high-ups in government security, so possibly also like the CGF's commanding officer already knows this as well. Alright, back to the car. They put this cutscene. This cutscene couldn't have been any further, because if you had the car, you could teleport. You could like drive teleport. Look, you're fine.
はい、特務支援課ロイド・バニエスです。フランか、ひょっとしてさっきからエニグマにかけてくれてたのか。
Probably jammers around the dollhouse.
人形工房の地下に動力を遮断する仕組みがあったみたいだな。すまない、ちょっと特殊な場所を訪ねていて。どうしたんだ。急ぎの支援要請でもあった。
You want a rematch because we beat you in Pom Pom.
本当か。そうか。ありがとうフラン。また何か続報があったらこちらにも伝えてほしい。
何かフランからの連絡だったみたいです。
あ
なんだと。
達成って動力鉄道のことですよね。
あ、すでにニカと警備隊が。
気になりますね。
ああ、この気な臭い状況でタイミングが良すぎだろう。
まあ単なる事故とは。
Okay, I guess first question is, was this a passenger train or a cargo train? It's also going to disrupt all train traffic on that corridor for the foreseeable future.
結社についての情報は今日中にまとめて伝えればいい。俺たちもこのまま事故現場の方に行ってみよう。例の厳重か、それとも何らかの組織による仕業か。少なくとも現場検証の手伝いくらいはできるはずだ。
はい、それじゃあ急ぎましょう。
こりゃ車を使ってパーッと行った方が良さそうだな。
Can you imagine if we'd walked all the way here? Okay. Where's my car?
敵接近、狙い撃つ。守りたい。このクロスベル。
Oh, here it is.
よし。
For some reason, I thought it was over on that side.
どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。
I'm guessing it was a civilian train then.
病院に向かう救急車か。
ええ、ウルスラ病院に登録されている車両ですね。
Is there another hospital here?
そいつが3台もか。
Also, does the closed caption not understand questions? No, it just ends everything with a period. Or just leaves it without punctuation.
脱線事故の怪我人搬送。
まあ、このタイミングだし、セシル姉たちも忙しいことになりそうだな。俺たちも現場へ急ごう。
了解です。
Okay, so I guess that means all the civilians are already on their way. Good, I hope your food was yummy that you consumed. Okay, we got buses, I guess, taking the rest of the civilians who were uninjured and didn't need to be triaged.
共和国方面への行き来に使われている旅客バスですね。列車に乗っていた乗客を振り替え輸送しているんでしょう。
やれやれ、大変だ。
事故の規模はどの程度なんでしょうか。
やあ、ロイドたちか。フランス。
ランディ先輩、ノエルさんもお疲れ様です。
そちらこそお疲れ様です。
どうやら事故現場ってのはその先で間違いないみてえだな。
はい、すでに葬儀は知れと警察の方が電車に入っています。
ニカのドノバン警部とレイモンドさんが来てるよ。しかしまあ、見事なまでに脱線しちゃってるみたいだね。ありゃ復旧までにちょっとかかりそうだな。
I'm curious in this, like, technological age how they would even clear this out.
死者は出なかったようですが、何人か治療の必要がありそうな方は先ほど他の乗客は通りバスで。
ああ、市内に行くのとアルタイル市まで行くのの二手に分かれるらしいね。さっきまで大混乱だったよ。
無理もないか。
やれやれ、厄介な事故が起きたもんだね。とにかく俺たちも
Was it an accident?
通してもらってもいいかな。
ああ、お前たちなら誰も文句は言わないだろう。
どうぞお通りください。
3 out of 61. He rubbed his temple to ease his growing headache. Not that doing so eased even a little, but old habits were dogged to perform as they would. Again and again, he grumbled to himself. What do I do? You know, your human houses are kind of like really big chests. Bet you'd hate if some giant tore your roof and grabbed all your stuff, hmm? We'll actually get to see what, like, the police cars and stuff looks like. Okay, scene's in rough shape. It's gonna take time to investigate. Yeah, wondering if it's a coincidence. Okay, I have to report to Commander Biles. It seems like Grace is already here. How did Grace beat us here? Oh no, it's Grace. I like that the song is called Things Have Started Moving. I'd like to say music selection. I don't think that train is moving at all for the foreseeable future. And there's Grace.
いやー、大変な事故が起こってしまいましたね。ズバリ脱線事故の原因は
A mod for PC Building Simulator. I mean, what kind of mod are you planning?
見ての通り現在調査中だ。考えられるとしたら線路への落石で先頭車両が脱線したってことだ。
Fallen Rock.
申し訳ないけど、ここから先はマスコミにはお引き取り願いするわ。すぐに復旧作業に取り掛かる必要がありますから。
司令、それは
警察として現場検証を優先したいお気持ちはわかります。ですが、この横断鉄道はゼムリア大陸における大動脈。すでに鉄道公社、帝国共和国方面、さらにはディーター市長からも大至急の復旧が要請されています。我々警備隊としてはその要請に応えなくてはなりません。
いや理屈はわかりますかね。
でも事故の原因がわからないと再発の恐れがあるんじゃ。
You can assign an item to a machine and then add the item to the shopping cart. Oh, okay, so you'd have like ticket 123 has whatever, a monitor and a hard drive, let's say. And then when you're done with the monitor, you can assign it. This is 123A and 123B is the hard drive or whatever, and add those to the shopping cart. Is that what you're talking about, or is the shopping cart to buy replacement items associated with it before you can fix it?
それに関しては復旧と並行するしかないでしょう。
That makes sense. Yeah.
とにかく遅くとも夕方までには片側の路線を開ける必要があります。
It would also be really nice if you opened a ticket and it's like, oh, you need whatever thermal, like 100 mils of thermal, but that's probably way too much thermal paste. But and then it tells you, oh, you already have 3 thermal paste in stock.
手配した重機が到着する前に
待ってください。
あなたたち、あら、ロイド君たち。
お、来たのかよ。
指令、現場検証もしないで復旧作業に入るんですか？
Yeah, that's pretty unrealistic.
あなたも警備隊の所属ならば。
Or even if you had like different like working stations, so you have like, let's say you have like 3 working stations, each with a different ticket, and have just like a little checkbox on it, like yes, you have the part that you need, whatever, a new like RAM stick, like yes, you got that.
それに言いたくはないけれど、復旧が遅れれば、それだけで帝国と共和国の横やりを招くことに
それを言われますとこちらも強くは出られませんな。
でもこちらには真実を追求するという使命が。
そうね、指令30分。いえ、重機が来るまで俺たちに時間をもらえませんか？
Oh, is this gonna be timed?
ええ、現在のクロスベルで今回の事故が起こったこと自分には単なる偶然とは思えません。本当に必然性はないのか。
例の現状による被害の可能性もありますし、
気休め程度に任せてくれてもいいんじゃないですか？
そうね。私としたことが少しばかり焦っていた。ドノバン警部、まずは現場検証を優先しましょう。代わりに復旧作業が始まればそちらに集中させていただきます。
ええ、こちらも依存ありません。
できれば私たちの取材も。復旧作業が始まるまではただし現場検証の邪魔はしないように。
警部、自分たちの方も現場検証に入らず。
お、手分けするとしよう。そうそう。 向こうの方に列車に
I feel like Donovan talks real fast.
運転手は病院に運ばれちまったが、ですから事故当時の話は聞けるだろう。
了解しました。それじゃあ捜査開始だね。
What is supposed to happen here? The rock might have rolled down the nearby cliff and derailed. Maybe this is where it made impact. Possibilities there, given the spherical dent on the side. I don't know about that. He'd explain these giant scratches here at the center. Think about it, the position's a lot farther up than you'd expect to. I don't think simple fallen rock would have left these marks. If that's the case, then just what did collide with the train. Also, where is this rock? This would be the locomotive. The most essential car of the train, that one who would be unable to move at all. So the engineer's cab is the engineer's cabin, the orbital engine, produced by the Rhineford Company. That's all very educational and all, but doesn't something about this seem a little off to you? I was thinking the same thing. It's not nearly as much damage as I would have pictured. You're right, it's a little unnatural considering it's the frontmost car. Think about it. Had it collided with something head-on, it wouldn't still be this pristine. Whoever caused the derailment must have hit from somewhere else. So we've got 30 minutes. Okay. So it also seems like most of the passengers here weren't actually stopping at Crossbell. Let's talk to the engineer resting on the rock. That would be you. We'll talk to you last. Okay, nothing inside. He says this and we have to immediately be that guy. Tracks are all torn up. Derailment started here. Okay. Wait. Okay, oh yeah, it's scraped against this. The marks on the cliffside, they're enormous. Looks like the whole surface has been carved into. Parts of the ground have been gouged out too. They must have derailed towards the left-hand side. Quick question, why do you suppose these streaks in the wall are so blue? I believe those would be flecks of paint. It's gotta be, tell us the same color as the train cars themselves. The train derailed, it must have scraped against the rock for a ways, leaving those blue skid marks. No doubt about it, look how far along they run. The train have even stayed against the wall for that long? It's a good question. Yeah, and I'm just assume building a new mod loader is way beyond the scope of what you had wanted to do. So it almost looks like the train was like pinned against it. So looking at here, it and the condition. So it looks like something impacted there, pushed it against the wall, like right here, and held it. Because it comes, it keeps coming. And then it's still there. And you can see it doesn't quite hit these inside ones, but the first one, it's all the way along. Alright, time to talk with you. What a day. I should be thanking the goddess I'm okay, at least compared to the poor people who got carted away in the ambulances. Never seen a train fly off the track so violently. You're the conductor, right? Mind, could you give us an account of what happened? Sure. The tech over there asked me earlier, but I think I was still too shaken to give a halfway decent statement. It all happened so suddenly, I couldn't help being out of it. It's perfectly understandable. How severe the accident was, we can't expect you to recall every little thing. Any normal person would be in shock after going through something like that. Exactly, as things stand, even the tiniest detail can prove helpful. Do you remember seeing or hearing anything suspicious at all? They mention it, yeah, maybe. Something spring to mind? It's right before the derailment happened. While I was on comms with the engineer, he just started yelling out of nowhere. I remember him shouting, "What is that?" or something along those lines. The accident happened moments later. The front car derailed, the rest of them followed one after another. Well, you know what the story goes from there. I'm out here talking to you. Evidently, the engineer was caught by surprise. The sound of it, he must have seen something he couldn't believe. This leaves us with one question. What did he spot?
よしこれで大体失礼
そうですか？さすがロイドさん。
俺なんざ当てが外れてわけがわからなくなってる。
So I'm thinking this is some... And the fact that there's nothing here, there's no rock, there's no, I don't know, car that like ran through and hit the train. But I don't think a car could hit that high. I wonder if it's some kind of flying robot that hit it and has moved on. Something strong enough that could have done it. Wasn't Pater Mater, because we were there at the time of the incident and saw it, unless there's a second one.
どうする？早速情報を検討してみる。
ああ司令や警部たちも呼ぼう
さてと、何か判明したことはあるかしら？
ええまず最初に落石などが線路に落ちた可能性ですがそれは真っ先に否定できると言ってもいいと思います。
それまたどうして？つまりそれを裏付ける証拠があるってんだな。
はいいろいろ怪しげな証拠は見つかっていますが決定的なのは機関車先端の傷の少なさだと思います。
どういうことかしら？
確かに機関車の先端には特に傷がなかったけど。
普通落石で脱線する場合線路上に落ちた岩が先頭車両とぶつかった場合だと思います。その結果スピードに乗った巨大な質量がそれ以外にここまで派手に脱線することは
なのに機関車の先端には珍しい傷が一番ありそうな可能性が真っ先に消えたってわけだ。
なるほど。確かに見過ごせない事実ね。それじゃあ他に考えられる脱線の可能性はあるのかしら？
はい最初は何らかの爆発物が使われたかと思ったんですが
それって何らかの武装集団がテロ工作をしたとか？
いやその可能性は俺も真っ先に思い浮かんだ。一通り見渡してみたんだがどうやら爆発物が使われた形跡は全くないな。
そうね。今のところこちらも見つけていない。
そうなると他に考えられるとしたら
It's clearly AND, Wintel, Mimvidia, Terabyte, you know.
何か機関車の右側から体当たりされた可能性でしょう。
何？体当たりってそんな無茶苦茶な。
Ah, no video. There you go.
車のレースのデッドヒートならそういうことはありそうだけど。なるほど。機関車の右側にあった。
ああ多分こういうことが起きたんじゃないかと思う。その何かは走行中の列車の機関車の真横で降り立った。運転手さんが上げた叫び声と何かはそのまま並走しながら機関車の右側から体当たりをして横からのベクトルを加えられた機関車はそして何かは機関車を左の岸壁に押し続けて長い傷跡を岸壁に残した挙句にそして後続の弱者はこんな風にバラバラな形で脱線することになった。
So far, Lloyd's saying basically what I thought. Something hits from the side, pushes it against the wall.
見事だわ。
見かけちゃ兄貴を超えたんじゃねえか。
確かにガイさんはもっと直感で操作するタイプでしたもんね。
おいおい大好評じゃねえか。
なんだか誇らしいわね。
やれやれ僕もそこまではまとめきれなかった。
それでロイド君、そこまでした何かというのはやはり魔獣なのかしら。それも最近現れた幻獣とか。
そうですね。確かに走行する列車を脱線させることができるほどの力の持ち主です。大型の幻獣と考えるのが自然だとは思いますが。
ですが幻獣が出現した割には上位属性の気配が感じます。
あの青い花も心に咲いてなさそうだ。確かにそうね。それでは一体どうなる。
他に考えられるとしたらけど
That's where my mind went. Some kind of archaism.
動く連中なのか。
今のは
魔獣の吠え。
それにしては不気味すぎるか。センサーを起動します。行きます。どこ？レインズ君、なんとかカメラに収めなさい。
無茶言わないでくださいよ。
距離10セルジュ、西へ遠ざかっていきます。
みんな追いかけるぞ。
ああ、合点承知だ。
了解しました。
おいおい、無茶すんなよ。
警備隊からも増援を。
いえ、そちらは復旧作業に専念してください。まずは俺たちで追ってみます。
そうだったわね。
そろそろ重機も到着する。お言葉に甘えるしかなさそう。何かあったら駆けつけるから必ず連絡してきて。
了解しました。
Does Wazzy know something?
グレイスさん、
さすがについてくるとか言いませんよね。いいじゃないって。さすがに危険そうだし、ここは我慢しておくわ。
一旦クロスベルシに戻って速報をまとめるつもりです。
We seem to not be in much of a hurry considering this thing was escaping.
まあさすがに襲われてもフォローしきれねえしな。
どんな魔獣か知らないけど、本当にくれぐれも気をつけて。後でネタを提供してちょうだい。
了解しました。
お疲れ様です。
よし、追跡を始めよう。まずは街道をまっすぐ西の方に向かうぞ。
いや、なんとしても捕まえねえとな。
Can we do it in our car?
行くか。どこに行こうかな。
No. This was the spot where we could see the train from before.
またか。
西の方からだ。気をつけてなくてもわかるぜ。
まるでサイトの時みたいに私たちを誘ってるみたいですけど。
It's like when we first met Zeit, then this is T's. It's Zeit backwards.
サイトとは違って暴力的な意志を感じますが、
かなりの知能を持った魔獣か。
いずれにしても気をつける必要がありますね。
Don't tell me. Oh, and this is why Wazzy knows it's other guy who was demonified, the other gang leader. That's my guess. We're gonna have to do a fight. Probably that has to include Wazzy in our party. I forgot that was a whole plot point from last time.
なんだ。
これは
爆発物の音じゃねえぞ。
南です。
And this is the police academy.
これは
ここのゲートは一応特殊合金製だったはずだ。
信じられません。
列車を脱線させたことにぶっかけの化け物なんですよ。
とにかく追いかけよう。まだ森の奥に逃げられると厄介だよ。
あ、
I kind of like the idea that, like, we as the player can see, like, oh, Wazi's acting kind of strange. But as a character, Lloyd also picks up on this because of his detective's intuition. So it actually kind of makes sense that we as the player, if we're supposed to be Lloyd, understand this as well.
やっぱりここも破壊されたばかりみたい。
この下に降りていって間違いありません。それに何か妙な気配も感じます。
妙な。
この下はサバイバル訓練場です。人の手がほとんど入っていない樹海が広がっていますが。
追いかける。ああ、警察学校の訓練でさすがに大変だろうし。エリー。
ロイドさんたちだけを行かせる方が心配です。
少なくともアーツに関しては僕らの方が得意だしね。
ま、確かに厳しい場所だが協力。
ええ。
どんな敵がいるかわからない。
ええ、了解です。
Let's do a hack and save. And then let's head down.
よし。まずそれからエリー、ティオ。
わかったわ。了解し。
そうだ。降りる前に。
ああ、復旧のめどがつき次第。
青いハンチ。
2ヶ月前までしかもなかったはずだぞ。
And Randy was here 2 months ago.
咲き始めたみたいだな。ティオ、属性の気配はどうだ？
時、先ほど感じた妙な気配は。
そうか。ますますもって難易度が上がったみたいだね。
ああ、そもそも入り組んで迷いやすいわ。
魔獣に奇襲されないように注意して進みましょう。
Okay, and we can't do anything with that. Okay. How bad are we these fights? Hooty hoot. That was a death blow. That is very... Alright, higher elements. This dungeon is going to be quite dangerous. Also the map for this. Is there... No, I guess that's underneath. Should we take out Dollar Store Venusaur here? Banana Bunch. Oh, I see. The bananas are like underneath the flower. I guess it's more like a what was that, Vileplume? Fire and wind. Dang, not quite dead. Oh, and defense down? That'll be helpful. Army Chameleon. Okay. Oh, and it's one of those dungeons where we have the drive meter or whatever it's called.
そこです。
俺のぜーま、こんなもんだ。
やっ
ここは俺たちのターンだ。
甘いっての
Auto guard.
任せろ。
OK です。
よし。
私の番ね。
Okay, this is guarded. So instead,
総裁です。ゲットです。
did it guard the analyze?
私の番です。
It indeed guarded the analyze.
全員無事だな。
I thought guard was just damage, but I guess it's also effects. Which one do you think is a bigger mess? Crossbell's Pool Climate or Ilya's Room? I'm gonna go with Ilya's Room on that one. Because at least the political climate, we kind of like, we know what's going on there.
敵接近。狙い撃つわ。
おっしゃ。
これはどうです。
行くぞ。やっと。
おっしゃ。
Okay, blind. Let's take a stab at guessing. I picked the right element.
はい。そこですね。はい。
そこだ。俺の番だ。
おっしゃ。
さて、これもみんなの勝利ですね。
速攻で蹴りをつ
We're
ける。
gonna steal this death blow.
俺の番だ。よし。上出来だ。
やるね。
Okay, there was line of sight there. Oh, we ambush, but it's also a chain
始め
attack.
ましょう。
行くぞ。
私の番ね。
I don't really want to vanish anyone.
俺の番だな。
行きます。そこです。
俺の番だ。
皆さん、大丈夫
よし。
I mean, I guess I could cast like an art at an area I think it's at.
です。そこです。
俺の番だ。
私の番です。
That agility is annoying. Okay, so increased elements. Her art attack is increased by an extra turn. When HP is low once per fight, add 4 turns of increased art attack. "26 out of 61. Genevieve, a beauty in the eyes of all, had long been ruled by her father, an aggressive businessman who had longed for profits and peerage. Even after marriage, her nervous habit of finding imperfections remained." I should do some healing. There, Lloyd's not basically dead now.
よし一気に行くぞ
はいさ
私の番です
行くぜは
チャンスだみんな
There we go. There we go, got some levels. Got some upgraded stuff.
みんな気をつけてそこです
行くぜ
行くぞ
甘いっての
ごめんなさい先に行くわねそこみんな気をつけて
甘いっての
任せてやっ行きます
任せろほらよ
行くぞ
甘いっての
そこだ任せてくれ
甘いっての甘いっての
上陸かしらグッジョブです
I see blinding creatures is still a fantastic strategy.
敵接近注意してくださいさて
いるぜほらよ
俺の番だな
甘いっての
そこだ俺の番だな
甘いっての
上陸かしら
やるじゃない
Okay, we got some more levels. I'll see platinum's about to go up. Okay, HP still reasonable. Wait,
行きます
行くぞ
任せて
it's implying that there's a way. Oh,
やっ
bunch of Seepeth. If a chest is looted in the forest, it doesn't make a sound.
やっ
And there's a treasure chest down there that I can see. Gotta beat it before it gets its crit chance. We indeed did.
止められない
We're at that nice level. Okay. I was kind of hoping with crits that would just kill everyone.
任せてくれ
行くぜ
そこだ
私の番ですそこです
よしおっしゃ
100年早いっつうの。
Dang, Platinum's getting close.
よし一気に行くぞ。
今のみんなこんなところかしら。
More treasure? Why, yes. I have the finest treasures available to you. Simply remove my bottom panel and step into my cellar. Okay, that gave us like a denim jacket or something. I'm gonna guess is a men's only. No, it's just in general. We're gonna give that to Lloyd, though. "27 out of 61. Cyril wasn't the worst husband he could have chosen for her. He was among the kindest she was encouraged to court, to be sure. A little plain but not unattractive, quite timid and very awkward." Okay, this is where we want, like, need to go. So let's go where we don't need to go. I might regret this decision. Let's heal up. I regret this decision greatly. Water. What happens if I do this? Okay, so it looks like I can't hit them if they're chameleonified. I don't want to say invisible. It's not quite the same. We're gonna steal that crit coming up. I said water, right? Yeah.
おっしゃ。俺の番だな。エニグマ
私の番ね。
駆動。
エニグマ駆動。
ありがとう。
エニグマクリア。行きます。エニグマクリア。
行くぜ。
Gonna do this one. Get in a full guard for everyone. The other thing is I can't actually tell how many enemies are left. Okay, there we go. I thought there was still gonna be some. Okay, platinum hit level 2. Killing enemies gives double the HP. Congratulations on beating Chest 9 Monstrum Nox. That's a YS reference. For YS9, which is one. Do I own that one? I think I only own through 8. I'm currently playing 7 off stream. Oh yes, we got an attack 3, which needs to go in an elevated slot. But this one for you has to be fire. What's Prankster do? Because I can't have attack 1 and attack 3, can I? No, that's what I thought. So I'll leave you with attack 2. You I can swap. Let's remove. I also see I have impede 2, which I will do, plus attack 3. I don't really need hair. I mean, in real life, I would like to keep my hair, but not in game. Water bottle be leaking all over me. Speed Breaker is pretty nice. And it sounds like Speed Racer, so let's do that. Controller's also acting up a little bit. Because I can see no one's redeeming something that would make my controller do weird stuff. Actually, let's give you EP2. Do we have action 2? No, but I think I'd rather give... Okay, no, you both have cast 1. And we don't have a cast 2 yet. We have an EP cut 2. Let's give that to you. I feel like giving you burn is kind of useless. EP cut 2 it is. Okay, we've greatly increased our stuff there. How did I get up there? It was this way, yeah? Yeah. We are healing for sure. Saving is usually a good idea, so we'll do that too. And I guess we go into whatever this is. Okay.
でもそれじゃ例の武衆は一体どこに？何かの気配は感じる。
笑い声だと。
揃いも揃ってのこのこと現れやがった。
Time to see if it's who I think it is. The way that they're insulting us makes me think they are.
まさか魔獣を操ってた犯人？いえ、それよりもこの声どこかで聞いたことがあるよ。
来る、下がれ。
I don't like that your abs pulse and that they look like they have spider eyeballs. Also, he kind of looks like he's like a villain in like a Power Rangers episode. Walled, yeah. Yes, he is.
本気みたいだね。
てめえらごとき今さら本気を出すまでもせいぜい優しく撫でてやるから死なない程度に味わいやがれよ。この俺が手に入れる正真正銘の力をな。
Okay, we got a crit coming up. That's nice. Need some CP. That's a 1 damage. Okay. That space magic is the way to go if you have it. Otherwise, I guess water or wind. Okay, that did some damage. Okay, I think I want to move the party around. I like the little head roll he does where he's like cracking his neck if you're taking too long. I don't like giving you an extra... I don't like letting you heal 10%, so let's steal that for ourselves. Let's move you out of the way a bit. Strength and speed down, that'll be helpful. Let's see how much a photon shot does. 2 grand. Yeah, that's probably worth it. She has more than enough EP for that. No. You just kicked Ellie out of this fight. Whew. So he can like one-hit KO someone. I believe you have res. Okay, we've got at least one person. Seem to be 2 people with enough CP that we can do steal a crit or something if it comes up. No, you're not. We're actually winning quite reasonably. I hate when games pull this stunt. Is Wazzy gonna like release some like super combo? Release his limiter? We could have easily finished him.
今日はここでお開きか。特務支援か。それから和じ。次会った時はもう少しくらいは俺を楽しませる。
I wonder if you got bonus points if you could actually kill him in those like 6 rounds or whatever. Let's see. Okay, so this is an unwinnable battle. However, if within 10 rounds you're able to deal more than 25% of his health, you get an extra 2 DP. If you manage to do it after 11 turns, you get 1. I feel like we did it reasonably quick. Off he goes, like he's from Attack on Titan, jumping through the trees. No, not Kia's hot pot. We need Kia's hot pot. We also forgot to file our report, but that's something else. Also, the captions can't pick up if I whisper. Oh, sometimes they can.
What? 全く知らないらしい。ここ数日、バルドの姿は誰も見ていないみたいだ。
どうやら徹底的に射程どもを遠ざけているみたいだ。逆に行方を知らないか、食ってかかられちまう。
必死そうでしたね。
そうか。
こちらもテスタメンツの子たちに誰も最近バルドさんの姿を見かけた人は、はい、泥酔して潰れた姿を一時期よく見かけたそうですけど。
そうか。やっぱり背後関係は見えてこないな。
一体どこからグノーシスなんだ。
和地君、大丈夫？なんだか顔色が良くないよ。
雨で冷えてするから、とりあえずアッパスたちに情報収集を頼んでおいた。バルドのことは置いておいて、僕らも一度支援課に戻ろう。そうだ。
Rain would be a perfect day for hot pot.
なんだか最近
ごちそうさま。
You haven't eaten it yet. I can still see it.
いや、冷えた体に雑炊ってのは嬉しい。
そうね。卵と鶏肉も入っていたし。ごちそうさま、キアちゃん。とても美味しかったです。昨日のお鍋の材料を使っただけだけど、マジお腹いっぱいになった？
あ、しみ入る美味しさだったよ。ごちそうさま、キア。
よかった。
さぞ人心地ついただろう。バルドバレスの件だが、デーブ大陸方面で捜索は続けられる。お前らがそこまで思い詰めるな。
そうだね。ですが、バルドがどこかでグノーシスを入手したのは間違い。そちらのルート、 何としても解明しないと。
それについてもすでに2課が動いている状況だ。1課も外国勢力の関与について調査に入ったと聞いている。ま、そう焦るなってことだ。
はい。
結局昨日の脱線現場は一通り復旧できたんですか？
ああ、昨日の夕方までに片側を通行できるようにしてからそこまで大事にならずに済んだな。
何よりでしたね。大陸横断鉄道は大動脈。もし止まったままだったら今頃大混乱だったでしょうね。
そんな風になったらますます英国と共和国のご領収が再編されてしまいそうだな。
ああ、全くだ。とりあえず支援要請をチェックしてみるか。そろそろ今日の分が届いているかもしれないし。
そうしましょう。
I'm kind of sad that it wasn't like an international diplomatic incident. It was just walled being walled.
通信鳴ってるよ。
ああ、俺が出る。はい、こちらクロスペル警察特務支援課ですか？おはよう。ギルド受付のミシェルよ。ああ、おはようございます。結社についての報告はご覧になっていただけましたか？
Okay, we did put in our paperwork.
現在デマン総本部に連絡して情報を分析しているところだけど、まあ、得体の知れない連中だからどこまで本当に動いているのか。
そうですか。そのことを伝えに。
そうじゃないの。ちょっと聞きたいんだけど、うちのリンとエオリア見かけてない？
昨日病院で会ったばかりですけど。
まったくあの子たち。
連絡がつかないんですか？
ねえ、昨日の夜からエニグマに繋がらなくって。
We needed to go back to the hospital anyways, to try the hospital food, to report back to Grace anyways. So I guess I'm going back to the hospital.
そうですか。はい、お疲れ様です。
ギルドからみたいだが、どうしたんだ？
どちらもかなりの手だれのお姉さんたちだったよね。
ああ、特にエオリアさんはセシルさんに次ぐ俺も。
それはどうでもいいか。でもちょっとお二人ともスケジュール。
そうだな。前に手合わせをした時も分刻みで動いてるか。
ま、余裕があるという時はお互い。
ライドたち、もう出かけるの？なぜ大丈夫？
ああ、今日は絶対に早めに戻るからさ。
ごめんね、せっかく用意してくれたのに。それだったらキーヤも頑張ってお手伝いしたいもん。
キーヤ。
天気予報では午後には雨も止むみたい。
バッチリ仕事を片付けて。
はい。
Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, we got a speeding car. Geofriend D. South end of downtown. Okay. Let's start with... I don't know why I went this way. I should have gone through the garage. Let's start with seeing if we can finish the food quest. Also, while I've remembered it, let's fully restore everyone's CP, because that's such a nice feature. There you are, glad you kids didn't forget about me. I mean, it's done. Betcha, my recommended dish is all set to go. It's called a 3-day stew. Ready to give it a try? It's delicious. That's what I'm talking about. Thick, hearty, packed with flavor. Certainly worth the wait. You're absolutely right. I don't think I've ever had a stew this rich and appetizing before. It's full of nutritious ingredients and warms your core. The perfect combination for a healthy body. I'm sure it does wonders for the patients here. Sounds like someone found her dish. Come on, you're exaggerating. Ellie seems to be the one most taking this dish. Perhaps she should be the one to write about it. Okay, so now we can report back on that one. So we'll do this, we'll do the monster quest, and then we'll see what our time's looking like. This way. Wait, was that? I thought I saw a treasure chest as the load zone disappeared. Yeah. Report to Grace. As much as we don't want to see Grace, we should. Hey there, my new guest editors. How's your little culinary tour going? Enjoyed it, actually. You know, to get past the fact that we had to march all over the damn state, I'm pooped. Hey, it was worth to eat all that delicious food, am I right? Stop holding out at me. Tell me what you got. So I checked out 11 places in total. That's what I call thorough. So I wish I could take you on as assistant. I want your individual recommendations. So Lloyd's was the omelet rice from America. Simple rustic. Ellie's was the 3-day stew from the hospital. Hearty and good for your health. Tio's is the sherbet revolution from the ice cream stand. Randy's is the heavenly noodles. Firm, springy noodles in a hot, spicy broth. Noel's is the fried rice from Long Lao. Wazzy's is the hot pot from the mess hall. All right. We have to write a personal introduction. Already some issue. Great, love that. Alright, gourmet guide's coming together. Job is done. Maybe we can buy it in a book later. Okay, that one's done. Now, next one I believe we could go from, was it downtown? Southern end of downtown. Okay, so let's start by going to the downtown district. Aha. Okay, this is, yeah, entrance D. The downtown district isn't connected to the orbital network. Why does it have an entry point to the geo point? It's a good point, actually. I thought this district wasn't included in the city's redevelopment plans. As we mentioned before, the D sector was made under the orders of the Diet members and government officials. Underground construction went on for so long that eventually it reached its way all the way here. Evidently, they fabricated demand, began building without any concrete plans. What's beyond here is another byproduct of unchecked government malpractice. Alright, enough politics, we're going in. Well, we're ignoring that sign. Damn, this place is huge. That's when we escaped Orcus Tower during the trade conference. Yeah, it's pretty far from the tower, all things considered. Surprised they even bothered to build something like this in the downtown district. Makes you wonder how much more the government blew connecting Orcus Tower right under the people who need it most. I previously heard the D sector is primarily focused as a parking structure. There seem to be no orbital vehicles. Right, not to mention the space would be excessive, even a place where cars were more common like the Republic. Okay, how many people did they expect to actually use a parking garage into the downtown district? We'll be here all day trying to wrap our heads around it. Let's just move on. have to hit it from the backside as well. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of experience from this. Let's move on. There's nothing down here. Yeah, they're running away from us, so... Is someone meant to park here? Like, but I don't understand these, like, so you drive your car up here and then you're just screwed because they built this thing here. I guess that's where we have to go. I'm guessing this way leads to that treasure chest we saw earlier. Like, how is anyone supposed to get here? In their car? And why? There's nothing here. 28 out of 61. His qualities pleased her father greatly. He was the son of a Viscount. Easily be manipulated. What a find! Had she not fallen in love just before their engagement, she would have thought so too. Arabonia to the left of me, Calvert to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with loot. Did you really want to attack us? I don't understand why these things want to attack us. We're gonna quickly heal back here because I feel like this is exactly why they put it in. So now we can go through there where I'm assuming we get a boss fight shortly. Found chest message. My favorite item, the chest message. Something up there now. Yeah, I don't know what it is, just I guess whoever designed these geofront parking lots, they just don't make sense to me. Oh, this is where it happened. Let's try fire. Oh, you can be blinded. This makes this battle trivial. And fire is the right call. that would probably help Samus's. Yeah, that is an odd choice. Alright, make the fact that they were incredibly vulnerable to blind just made that entire thing trivial. Tio and Wazi. Oh, they get to be Sigmas. I'm guessing that this will be the same. Okay, so gotta leave the way we came. I mean, at least they have a valid, plot reason for that, I guess. Alright, so let's turn in those requests. Okay. Bellegarde Gate. I think we'll do this one. And that'll probably be the last thing we do for today. For those of you who haven't seen, the Friday game demo streams not gonna happen Friday. It's probably gonna be pushed to Saturday because of a family engagement. There will be game demos, I promise, and I found new games with which to demo. on quite the show yesterday, Detective Mannix. Pardon? For referring to our investigation at the scene of the train incident? We rushed the repairs and never learned what happened to the truth. This calculation would have been no one's fault but my own. I was far too impatient. I merely acted in the best interest of the CGF. Yeah, plus you guys practically raced to fix things afterwards. Well, I'd say both sides did a bang-up job. Nothing to be depressed about. They're right, Commander. You'll give me far too much credit. At any rate, allow me to thank you once more. Who do we need to talk to? Muriel. Oh. Mama warned me about people like you. You cozy up to a chest, you get it open, then you leave it all empty inside. Make it at home soups edition. We learn milk porridge. Someone here said something about Muriel. Harold's still worried about what happened, but... Oh, is that Muriel? There we go. Randy, Special Support Section. Good morning, thank you for coming. Happy to be here, Second Lieutenant. Thank you for all your hard work you put into the railway repair yesterday. Not at all. It's a relief that we were all able to get it cleaned up. Said we never did manage to track down that giant monster. Ordered several units of patrol around the state yesterday, but I'd be surprised if we caught wind of it. It's cool. Know how fixing up the rails is a big priority. It's fine. Forget about that big and brawny. Focus on the task at hand. I suppose you're right. Speaking of which, we came to learn about the request you submitted. Not to rush, but do you mind explaining the details? We've had a reckless vehicle menacing the West Crossbell Highway. It's been causing trouble for Airbonian travelers and bus services. Yeah, okay, yeah, it could cause an international incident if they were to hit someone or something. Cars often seen on the highway nearby. Okay. This reckless car's a regular route. It comes down the West Crossbell Highway before turning around at Bellegarde Gate. You're conducting a stakeout here. Once the car approaches, I want you to pursue in your own vehicle. At that point, I'll alert the Metropolitan Division to have them stand by at the city's west exit. Time for a car chase. I wonder if it'll have a mini game. Should we be inside the car? Sound that crazy car yet, huh? Sure it's even coming? Just have to wait and see. Sure it's supposed to run along West Crossbell Highway. The reason Officer Kate and the Metropolitan Division haven't been able to catch on their own. CPD's jurisdiction is generally confined within city limits. It's up to the wily band of misfits to save the day once again. Let's do this summation. Whether they're inside the city or not, we can't let them put civilians or their poor car in danger any longer. Noelle's worried about the car. She's worried that they're going to crash the car. Okay, now they've got to put a stop to this. That's the spirit. Alright. This is the one that I think was normally at the northwest exit of the city. Stupid bus almost ran right into us. Alright, it's go time. Give chase. I'll call the shots, you focus on driving. Why were we not in the car already? I would say change course and dodge, but let's see. No, apparently it's hit the E-brake. It's gotta be Trust Noel's driving. Took that car at an impressive speed despite the unfavorable driving conditions. And TSR did think it's a little dangerous barreling down the road in the rain like this. It'll take more than a little drizzle to slow these treads. It's not a runaway vehicle and crossbow that can outrun Noel Seeker. You remember this is a pursuit, not a race, right? Anyways, let's close the gap. Half bad. Just keep this up in the Metropolitan Division's pincer attack. The west exit should go on as planned. Wait, something's wrong. What's going on with their car? Huh? Let's say Yuri and Sykes. They're losing control. What should we do? I mean, if we rear end, we're just pushing them. So we gotta... No, pick up speed, pull in front. And we'll use our car to cut them off. I love how the car just did this. Are we alive? Thought I was a goner. Doesn't seem like they hurt, at least. Maybe pulling ahead of them wasn't the right move. No, I think it was. Things could have got a lot worse than they did. Moreover, they turned the steering wheel of their own accord. They have no one to blame but themselves. Bright side, our car managed to avoid sustaining any damage. The water never hurt anyone. Should be glad they're still in one piece. Luck like that would be useful in the casino. Too bad they're going to jail. There's only one thing to do. Let's report back to Second Lieutenant. Well, if it isn't the High Bloods, you're a long ways from the residential district. So under arrest for speeding, among other various charges. Consider this case closed. Good work, everybody. Wouldn't have been able to catch them without your help. Alright. Case is done. Noel, do you have any idea what happened to their car? Brake failure. That's the main reason they lost control like that. Well, I can tell they've been sloppy with keeping this poor car maintained. Wait, weren't you supposed to be taking care of that, Reggie? Oh yeah, I knew there was something I've been forgetting to do. Additionally, the orbital engine shorted out completely. I estimated it would cost just as much to fix as it would to simply purchase a new one. I hate to see a good car go to waste, but at this point, we might have to scrap the whole thing. You're kidding me. No way, Yuri had put a ton of strings with the Vern company to get the latest model. Please, total car to use pocket change from this available store and buy another. Hell yeah, you're the best. What are we waiting for? Let's pick something out right now. Hold on, are you forgetting that you're under arrest? Ooh, penalty of terrifying. Foreigners, do you really think you'll be able to do much with those flimsy laws? Most will pay a small fine before walking away scot-free. Is it really that easy? Fortunately so, state law doesn't hold a very big stick when it comes to prosecuting non-cross-bellins. You know it. Places to be and things to do too, you know? Sure, you'd be a pain to take us all the way to the station, so find whatever you like. I'll cut you a check right here now, that way it's a win-win for all of us. You can't be serious. It's nauseating as it is to admit their bravado is not misplaced. No, it's not gonna happen. Huh? Read the Crossbell Times more often. State law has been going through a lot of changes since the Mayor Kowal took office. In fact, just the other day, a major part of the legal code was amended. So happens penalties for criminal acts perpetrated by foreigners have been strengthened. That's right, based on the charges, either you're looking at 1 month suspension of your driver's license. How's that for punishment? A whole month? You mean if we bought a new car, we'd be able to drive it? Maybe I've gone too far in a few places. You don't know who you're messing with. What grounds do you have to suspend my driver's license? Or do you puny cops from a puny autonomous state have to punish me? That's right. Just pulling our legs. There's no way they'd give Crossbell's police that much power. Hey Chaos, how's it going? Should it, Ridge? Can't you see they're trying to spoil our trip? So when I play it, I'll just have to use my dad's influence. Oh, he's playing the "Do you know who my father is" card. Give it up already. This is about more than how light or harsh your punishment is. You're acting like your mortal lives are in danger. I can tell you who does know that, how that feels. All the innocent bystanders terrified with reckless driving. Ever stop to think about that? Could be worse, could be better. Well, I hope it's better soon. Also, I hate to say you came in near the end. We're gonna end a little bit earlier, kind of once this quest is done, we turn it in. So if some commoners got scared by us having some harmless fun, it's only a car, what's the worst that could? See, you never saw the danger in what you were doing? In today's incident, you could have lost your lives if the SSS hadn't intervened. Yeah, I thought we were done for when we plunged into that pond. Can't you be serious? There's no way anything could happen to us. Think you're an exception? Anyone could die in a car crash. Anyone. Unsuspecting victims end up caught up in crimes and accidents like they did nothing to deserve all the time. I'm a police officer, it's my job. I see it every single day. Reckless driving has instilled more fear in the people around you than you can imagine. You have the nerve to tell me it's all just harmless fun? I keep doing this proves you have absolutely zero regard for the physical or mental well-being of others. High bloods, you think you're noble? What a sick joke. Do you have any shame? Well, now if you come with me to headquarters whether you like it or not, I have plenty of time to reflect on this. You took it home for a month without your license. Now hurry and get your butts in the patrol car before I get really mad. Back to them when you're mining coal again. Because I logged back in again. Saw I had purchased a bunch of gold ore before I left, so I put in all that gold ore, I smelted it, I made a bunch of necklaces. Now my crafting level's gone up. I think I'm 32. I'm like one shy of being able to work with rubies. Because I fully uninstalled it. Well, first of all, I hadn't really been playing on my phone too much, just because it's not as good. I've been playing on my phone recently as kind of like a little. A little. We'll see. And I also put in some orders for more coal and for more mithril, so we'll see. I might be smelting a bunch. I don't think I want to do any more mining, even though I'd literally got myself up to I got my magic up so that I can do the smelting as I'm mining. So that's what I was doing, is I was smelting all my mithril ore as I was mining it, so I didn't have to go to the smelter super often. But yeah, I'll probably do some smelting and then just hammer out a bunch. I think I had like 200 mithril ingots already smelted, actually. All right, rich kids are going into the pole ice car. All right, we're booking those kids. We're gonna impound their car. But I thought I saw, was there a treasure chest that we drove past? We're not level 86 yet, but I thought there was another treasure chest. That one. For that Arkansas's new Shadow Puppet performance will make 1 to 2 billion Mira. But I guess these are only projected figures. What do you mean ambushed? Well, I think I used up all my yeah, I think I actually used up all my cut gems, so I'd have to put in an order for like cut sapphires or something to actually have something to craft, because jewelry's just been the route I've been going. Alright, let's turn in that quest. So each of those ones during the car chase was one bonus DP. Actually, before we sign off for the day, let's go and see what our money can buy. Yeah, it gets pricey. Yeah, and I think, I didn't look at it recently, but I think if you're trying to buy uncut, it's actually more expensive than buying cut because people want the experience. So what I had been doing is just kind of, as I'd been mining and collecting them, I would just have a bunch of only 2 million. I think I'm at like 445,000 in liquid cash. It's like 4 people who could benefit from this. We'll give it to Ellie and Tio. And we'll see if there's anything at Gen 10. Okay, we still can't go any higher than like 2. So let's upgrade that one. That way we can move the attack 3 over. I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess I'll take them. I did bump up my archery quite a bit at one point when I was trying to hit the overall level, so I could enter the 500 skill cap free worlds, so that it was easier for me to mine coal. So I went on like a training montage and trained a bunch of minor like skills that I don't normally use. I think I got like my archer up to like maybe level 40, something like that. Okay, I think that's as much as I can do for slots. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm probably out of arrows. So, I mean... yeah, I mean, next time we meet up online, I will take them off your hands if you're not going to use them. Alright, was that all the quests? Okay, so I'll head over to the outside the Bracers Guild. I accidentally entered the Bracers Guild. But yeah, that's where we're gonna call it for today.